Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting episode of Hazen Takes on the World. I'm Hazen. We're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be starting a series together, and we're going to take this on one step at a time, one episode at a time, or one album at a time, because we're going to start going over my favorite band's discography. My favorite band is Coheed and Cambria. They're a progressive rock band, and they've been around for a while. They have 8 albums out. They also have several other things. I've been following them for years. We're going to take this in order of being released. Some people might think, well, why wouldn't you take it that way? Because they are a concept band. They basically tell several stories through their albums and through the songs. They also have connected media with those albums. Some being comic books, which are my favorite. Coffee book tables, which I also absolutely adore. I'm a big fan of coffee table books. Also novels and some other various things. Music videos, vignettes, things like that. Great stuff. All coming from the cultivated mind of Claudio Sanchez. I mention his name because his name will get brought up a lot, but not just him being Claudio. There are several Claudios in the story. Today, we're going to be taking on the first album, not chronologically, but release date, and that album is the Second Stage Turbine Blade. Get you a close-up look here. Alright. The Second Stage Turbine Blade is a very good album. I don't think I'm going to really give my opinions of the album. Actually, yes I am. We're just going to do that. Out of the 8 albums, I'm trying to think. I'm gonna have to say this is maybe fifth for me of how much I like them. Maybe I can explain that better in a little bit. We'll get to that. We'll get to that after we discuss it. So I'm just gonna read you the track listing first off. First song is the Second Stage Turbine Blade. Next up, Time Consumer, Devil in Jersey City, Everything Evil, Delirium Trigger, Hearshot Kid Disaster, 33, June Song Provision, Neverender, Godsend Conspirator, Elf Tower New Mexico, and then there's a couple added songs, as in different recordings or acoustic sets, but also the hidden track IRO Bot, or iRobot, for whoever likes to call it whichever way. I'm going to say the most popular song off this album, I would say, is Delirium Trigger. My favorite song off this album has to be Neverender. I absolutely love Neverender. Neverender is a very popular song in this band because a few years back they did a concert that was start to finish 4 nights. Actually, it was 5 nights. 4 nights did the first 4 albums start to finish. The 5th night was acoustic sets and some remixes and other fun stuff. But mainly the 4 nights was what was important. But yeah, Neverender is a very, very favorite song of mine. I do love Delirium Trigger. Time Consumer is very good. They're all very, this is my favorite band for a reason. I absolutely love their music. I love their style. They got me heavily into some different aspects of music. But yeah, I'm going to set this down and we're just going to talk about it a little bit more. Basically, this album, I'm not going into the full story of what's going on, but the things that I like about Coheed and Cambria and the Second Stage Turbine Blade is the fact that it is, like I said, a concept album or a concept band. They basically tell a story about a far-off galaxy and the tale of the Amory Wars. And it's, I mean, I hate to do this because I don't want to overcredit one thing to another, but think Star Wars. It's probably the most relatable concept I can compare the Amory Wars to. Heavy sci-fi, family trouble, um, you know, empire coming after people, people just wanting to live their lives, but they get dragged into big messes. This album revolves around the parents, Coheed and Cambria, a man and woman, and their children. Their one son is his name. I mentioned this. His name is Claudio. They are the Killigan family, and basically how the government has messed with their lives, and a lot more in depth that I won't be getting into today, just because I don't feel I can do the story justice. I recommend it. I recommend you listen to it. I recommend you get heavily in depth in it because it is wonderful. It is beautiful. I told you my basic ranking of where I would put this out of 8 albums. I would say probably, like I said, 5th or 6th. And I know that's gonna bother some people. I'm gonna say 6th. I know it's gonna bother some people because this is the album that started it, and this is a good setup. But personally, I prefer Claudio over his parents, Coheed and Cambria. I love this part of the story. Don't get me wrong, but I just find that the dynamic with this, and like they're like, you can tell like the band's still kind of finding their sound. They're a little bit grungier, but I still love it. It's got some great sounds. Couple fun facts. The album's icon, the symbol, the logo for this album is a dragonfly. I'm gonna put that up right there, and it's really cool. I love dragonflies. They're my favorite insect. If you have a favorite insect, but they're my favorite insect. Let me move over because of Coheed and Cambria. The meaning behind them is very cool, very interesting. I just love it. The Second Stage Turbine Blade, I remember looking it up. I believe it's because Claudio Sanchez, his father, worked in an airplane factory, and that was the part he worked on, and he did that in homage to his father. Very big family man, and that's why he did a story about a family. But anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say about this album. Sadly, I mean, I could talk for hours, but I don't want to keep you hanging. I just recommend you run out and get this album, download it on your iTunes, whatever, look it up, get on YouTube and listen to it. It's great. I absolutely love this album. I love this band, and I think you should give them a listen. That's pretty much all I have to say today. I'm Hazen. This has been Hazen Takes on the World, and this was my take on Coheed and Cambria's first chronological album, The Second Stage Turbine Blade. Have a nice day.